Hi, it's Marco from Moose Monk, PI editor of PunchlineGloucester.com, and welcome to Punchline Tours. Today I'm in Tewkesbury. It's sponsored by WhiteHouse IT Solutions, keeping your business cyber secure. And I'm outside here, Cornell Bookshop, which is one of the most amazing shops you could possibly find here. And hopefully I'm going to meet Graham Cornell, who's the owner. So look at this. As we walk along this corridor here, absolutely jam-packed with books everywhere. I go along here, and hopefully Graham's here. Hello, Graham. Very nice to see you.
Hello, I'm Graham. Hi.
Thanks ever so much for agreeing to talk to us today. So, how long has the bookshop been open here?
Well, we've had a shop in Tewkesbury for nearly 30 years now, but these premises here, we've been just over 20 years. We moved here in 2004.
And how old is the actual building itself?
Well, the oldest bit of the building we know goes back to the late 1400s. There's been some work done on dendrochronology in Tewkesbury in the last few years, and we had some core samples taken from some of the timbers in the front room that we'll pop into shortly, and the dates came back something like the 4080s, something like that.
Wow, I mean, it's absolutely jam-packed of books.
Indeed.
I mean, it's Aladdin's caves, really, of books. How many books do you think you've got here?
To be honest, we just don't know.
Okay.
It's in the tens of thousands, we know that. So I'd estimate about 40 to 50,000.
And what type of customers do you have coming through? You know, is there a particular person just looking for a book, or is it just book lovers?
It's mainly book lovers, but that can vary from somebody who just wants something to read to somebody who is forming a collection of various things, and we have a number of specialist subjects. The maps in particular, so the Ordnance Survey maps, and there's a few older ones.
Oh wow, yes.
Just here. These are all maps dating from between the wars back in the 20th century.
Gosh,
so what got to my hands there is 1930s.
And where's that to?
Lambton, that is. We have maps covering the whole of the country.
Wow, absolutely.
Dating back to that sort of period.
And all down here as well.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
hundreds of maps.
Yeah. So the bookshop is a general bookshop, and we do carry books in every subject that you can think of. But this is our particular speciality.
Wow, absolutely amazing.
So back out in the corridor that you've just come through, you see this is where we keep all our paperback fiction.
Yes, the sort of general books that.
Absolutely. So people whose main intention is to find something to read, and this is where they're going to start.
Now it's funny actually. I was just after Rory Stewart's new book.
Yeah, you wouldn't find that here
right.
because this is all fiction.
Right. Okay.
And unless he's moved into new fields, Rory Stewart, I believe, mainly writes non-fiction.
Right. Okay. So let's have a look around the shop then, please, Graham.
Absolutely.
So what's down here then?
So let's come through into the front room. And there's so we mainly develop. This is our front parlour, so this is what people see first when they see the shop from the street. And so we have a table in the window here, and we pop what we think are nice looking hardback books out, which are available to £5 a piece.
Okay.
Then in the middle of the table, in the middle of the room, we keep this table here, which is our bargain table. So everything you see there is just £1.
Wow. Okay.
And then on the walls here, we've got our art section, which is another interest of ours.
Do you buy second-hand books of people? Or?
We mainly buy either from auctions or from people who do house clearances. We don't encourage people from the public to bring their books in. The problem there is that people might bring in 2 boxes. We only want 1 book. So,
yes.
Let's
be honest, Graham. It'd be a complete nightmare if everybody stacked up.
So to avoid that sort of thing, we don't ask people to bring books in for us to buy.
And what I love about it is such a wide selection of different types of books. This is a Rovers. I think I've got this at home. Actually, it might have been my dad's. Something very similar.
Yeah.
Obviously, Roy the Rovers book and things like this. Is that? Should we go up back here?
Absolutely. So
I love the fact that this door here is sort of all crooked. It's not the right shape, is it?
Quite, that's the older part of the...
I suppose you've been here long enough, you don't fall over all the sort of steps and things that most people know about it. So here we got more Ordnance Survey maps.
These are nearly new.
Right.
Ones. So,
gosh, absolutely hundreds.
Although they aren't absolutely new, they're ones that people can use more or less as a new map.
Okay, and these types of books found here?
Yeah. So these are subjects like books on British towns and books on travel and books on natural history.
Okay. More maps down there again, and we've got this other room through here. Can we go through here, please?
Absolutely. So,
God, it's just an Aladdin's cave, really. Just
oh,
there's more.
This is the final room, and,
right?
So here is where we keep. So you can see some Ladybird books there. Those were a passion of mine when I was a kid, I have to say.
Oh my God, yes, I read this. Robin Hood was a real hero of mine.
Indeed.
Definitely had this one.
Yeah, and so these are books that people mainly buying as collector's items, so they're inexpensive collector's items.
Yes. Are the blues sort of religious books or just more educational, isn't it?
I don't believe that there's any pattern. So you've got blue, red, green and yellow Ladybird books, but the different subjects seem to be spread across all 4 colours.
Wow. I really remember those very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's more children's books further into the shop there. So,
do you have things like Charlie Brown, Wizard of Id, all those sorts of mad comics, or it's just it's just that they're not really classified as books as such?
We
oh, there you go. Sorry to stop you. Oh, there's all the Beanos.
Yeah. So you've got your annuals there.
Yeah.
I was going to say we don't keep many comics, but in the box down there are quite just a few Beano comics.
Oh yeah.
Which we have.
It's amazing Beano's still going, isn't it? After all these years.
Well, quite. It's 1913.
Yeah.
It might be 1938.
Oh wow, we've got some very old maps as well.
These are larger scale flat maps.
Do you have a lot of Gloucestershire or just all over?
I'm afraid Gloucestershire is quite. We don't have much of in these, and the reason for that is that we used to have a lot, but suddenly came and bought more.
Oh really?
And so,
I suppose they sort of bought them up and framed them, isn't it? It's a big thing that people do now, and probably made a bit of a killing themselves.
Well, you could be, yes. Yeah, we're more than happy to sell books on to people who sell books themselves. It's always part of the way the trade works.
And how is trade, if you don't mind me asking, Graham? Because it's being any type of retailer nowadays is tough. It's a tough gig.
Yeah, we make a living, and that's all we ask from the business. And so we do sell books on the internet as well. So we've got about 11,000 of these books are listed online.
Okay, and what's the email address or book website address? Sorry.
Yeah. People who want to email us can contact us at Cornell Books, all one word. So cornellbooks@aol.com.
And that's the website address as well.
It's we don't have a website of our own, and the reason for that is that second-hand book selling works by lots and lots of different booksellers getting together and putting their books into huge databases, which people can then search for whatever it is they're looking for. And so we sell on sites like ABE Books and Amazon and Biblio, who perform that function. As a consequence, we don't need our own website.
Graham, absolutely fantastic. Thanks ever so much for showing me around. I'm sorry I sort of just jumped in and grabbed you today.
No problem.
Really fascinating. All the very best for the future.
And thanks for coming into Tewkesbury today.